Hello everyone, welcome to the YouTube channel James TechScope. In this episode of Windows Server 2025 Knowledge Sharing, I will walk you through basic network configuration in a virtual machine environment. I will demonstrate how to set host-only mode and a static IP address in VMware, so that Windows Server 2025 can communicate properly with the Windows 11 virtual machine, and how to solve the issue where the new server version cannot be pinged by default. Finally, I will enable remote desktop to make it easier to manage the server later. If you are interested in Windows Server virtualization or networking technology, remember to subscribe to the channel and give it a like to support. If there is anything you would like to learn, you are welcome to leave a comment below. Now, let's get started. After installing Windows Server 2025 for the first time, you need to prepare a Windows 11 virtual machine for testing. Each virtual machine needs to be configured with a static IP address and the host-only mode, so that they are in the same local network and can communicate with each other. The setup can be done in 3 steps. First, configure the virtual machine vmnet1 and the virtual machine host-only mode. Second, check the network settings of the physical computer. Third, set a static IP address for each virtual machine. Step 1. In VMware Workstation Pro, click Edit. Then click Virtual Network Editor. Click Change Settings. Currently, only vmnet1 is set to host-only mode, vmnet0 is set to bridged mode, and vmnet8 is set to NAT mode. Since VMware Workstation Pro was upgraded to the latest 25H2 version, the NAT mode often failed and it's hard to connect to the internet. So you can ignore the NAT mode of vmnet8 in the future. Click vmnet1. Make sure not to select Use Local DHCP service to distribute IP address to VMS, as it can easily conflict with the DHCP service in Windows Server 2025. For subnet IP, set it to an easy-to-remember value, 192.168.0.0. Keep the subnet mask as default. Then click OK. Next, set host only for each virtual machine. Select Windows Server 2025. Click Edit Virtual Machine Settings. Click Network Adapter. Choose Host Only. And click OK. The Windows 11 system uses the same steps. Just repeat the same process. Step 2. On the Windows 11 physical computer control panel, click Network and Internet. Click Network and Sharing Center. Click Change Adapter Settings. After entering the Network Connections page, VMware Network Adapter vmnet1 and VMware Network Adapter vmnet8 are network adapters created by the virtual machine software. The key point is to make sure that VMware Network Adapter VMnet1 is set to obtain an IP address automatically and obtain DNS server address automatically. Otherwise, it will affect normal communication between the Windows Server 2025 and Windows 11 virtual machines. Move the mouse to VMware Network Adapter VMnet1. Right-click, then click Properties. Click Internet Protocol version 4. Then click Properties. This page should be in a normal state. After confirming everything is correct, you can close this page. Step 3. Set static IP addresses for the virtual machines Windows Server 2025 and Windows 11. Set the IP address of Windows Server 2025 to 192.168.0.1 and the IP address of Windows 11 to 192.168.0.10. These two virtual machines do not need DNS addresses for now. DNS service will be explained in later lessons. In the Windows graphical interface, network settings are all done in Control Panel. I will show the demonstration later. The video will not be very long. Please watch patiently. After setting the static IP addresses, the next step is to test whether Windows Server 2025 and Windows 11 can communicate over the network. Because Windows Server 2025 disables ICMP echo requests by default, Windows 11 cannot communicate normally with Windows Server 2025. ICMP echo requests are enabled by default in older versions of Windows Server. But in the new Windows Server 2025, they need to be enabled manually. To enable them, in Windows Defender Firewall, both inbound routes and outbound routes need to have the ICMP v4 and ICMP v6 related options enabled. In Control Panel, click System and Security. Click Windows Defender Firewall. Then click Advanced Settings. In inbound routes and outbound routes, find the ICMP related options and enable them. Why does Windows Server 2025 disable this by default? Because the security policy has been updated to prevent other computers in the local network from using the ping command to discover the server. After fixing the Windows Defender Firewall issue, use Windows 11 to test whether it can communicate normally with Windows Server 2025. Switch to Windows 11. Click the Start menu. Enter the command CMD. Move the mouse to the corresponding icon and click it. Enter the command ping 192.168.0.1. The information below shows that communication is working normally. After confirming that Windows 11 can communicate normally with Windows Server 2025, the next step is to enable the Remote Desktop feature. It is useful when the server host does not have a keyboard, mouse, or monitor, and makes it easier for technicians to maintain the computer. Switch to Windows Server 2025. Click the Start menu. Then click Settings. Scroll down and find Remote Desktop. Then click it. Remote Desktop is originally in the off state. Manually click to turn it on. Enable Remote Desktop. Click Confirm. Switch to Windows 11. Click the Start menu. Enter the word MSTSC. Move the mouse to the corresponding icon and click it. Enter the static IP address of Windows Server 2025. Click Connect. The username and password were set when Windows Server 2025 was installed for the first time. The default username is Administrator. After entering the username and password, a security certificate warning will appear. You can ignore it and continue by clicking Yes. At this point, you have entered Windows Server 2025. You can easily transfer files, change the screen resolution, browse the internet, and perform most computer operations. That's all for this episode of Windows Server 2025 Knowledge Sharing. I hope it is helpful to you. If you like this kind of technical tutorial, remember to subscribe to the channel James TechScope and feel free to give it a like to support. If there are any topics you want to learn, you can leave a comment below and let me know. See you in the next video.